Like, I don't know why they didn't think of this before. This should have been a no-brainer from the get-go. And this thing is going to send it to the next level. Does two things at once that every RVer should have. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. And if you're new, I'm Chris. This is the Salty Trip channel. We're all about full-time RV life, trucks, travel, towing, all that fancy jazz. And today we got something special for you. This company that reached out to us gave us a backup camera and we tried out. It was fantastic. Haloview. Then they came back out with us a little bit later and said, hey, we got a new product and this thing is going to send it to the next level. Does two things at once that every RVer should have. We're going to check it out, so stick around and we'll get to it. In our previous video, we installed a BT7 Touch, and it's a backup camera that's basically plug and play, and it's been fantastic. We really like it. It's like great signal, clear picture, everything you could ask for. Except now they've stepped it up a whole new level. Now they have this thing. It is the BT7 TPMS. That means that they have a backup camera that also integrates a TPMS system. That's your tire pressure monitoring system. Like, I don't know why they didn't think of this before. This should have been a no-brainer from the get-go. I don't know why a company hasn't come out with a backup camera that has an integrated TPMS system. Is there anybody else out there that does that? Not that I'm aware of, but what a fantastic idea. Instead of having two screens with two separate things and more things to plug in and taking up more of your dash, they've just combined them both into the same thing. And I'm sure the camera's going to work great because our BT7 Touch is working fantastic. The thing I'm really interested in is the TPMS systems. And we're going to run a few tests today, check it out, see what this thing's all about. They actually gave this to us a little bit before the release date. So we are actually their test dummies, I guess, to make sure everything works right. But what comes in here is we got the 7-inch touchscreen, a couple of mounting, either the suction cup or the sticker that you can mount it solid. Backup camera, which we technically don't need because it's the exact same one that works that's on our rig already, and I'll show you how we install that in just a minute. This one is basically a repeater that hooks up to 12 volt, and I'm not sure exactly where we're going to put this booster, but we're probably going to move it around a little bit, see how it works. That's so that it can boost the signal of these guys. These are the little TPMS. This one came with 6 TPMS sensors, and they just screw on the end cap of your Schrader valves, and they do temperature and tire pressure, not just tire pressure. They do temperature too, and it's pretty compact. And then of course we got some antennas and some connectors for the camera and stuff, but we don't need to do that part. We just need to hook up a couple of antennas to our screen here, and we can put it in the truck and we'll sync it up and see how it does. In case you guys missed our first video, we'll show you how we installed the camera on our fifth wheel RV. It's pretty simple. It's plug and play, and then we'll come back to syncing them up together and trying it out. And this is silicone on this. See, it's just got that's the Furrion prep I was talking about. Hopefully it'll just plug right into that and we'll be good to go. All right, so Ken's gonna climb up there and we're just gonna use a little plastic scraper to get the rest of that silicone off, because you don't wanna use a metal one, it's gonna leave scratches and stuff. So this should do the job. All right guys, so here's the new camera, but this is that little adapter I was telling you about, and this goes into the Furrion connection up there, and then this just plugs. See, it won't come apart. Right there, and see how it goes. All right guys, so that's how we install a camera. It's pretty simple. pretty easy, especially if you already have it pre-wired. And I'm just going to plug in this little battery pack, and we're going to go up there and sync the camera to this screen. All right, to pair these up, all you have to do is you go in the menu screen, click pairing, and you come up there, and underneath there at the bottom of the camera, there's a little button. You hold it down for about 2 seconds and it starts to pair, and then it clicks together, and then it just pairs right up. It automatically syncs up. All right, guys, so we have our TPMS sensors here, right here, and they, you know, tell you to install these onto the tire first, but I think we're going to just do it right here for simplicity so you guys can see it a little better. But all you have to do is they provide you with, it came with 9 batteries, so you just open these up, then you slide the battery in there, close it up, and it should be ready to go. They do have these anti-theft nuts that go on your valve stem, and you can put these on first and then screw these down, and then you use this tool to tighten it up to lock it into place. So it just makes it harder for somebody to just come and screw these by hand. You go onto this screen and you swipe it over, and you see the TPMS little symbol down there. You just click on that, and we are going to set this up. This is the trailer, and you can have them for your vehicle too, but we don't need that because we have it on our truck already. Yeah, so I'll probably use these 4 and then use that one as a spare. So we'll start over here at the top right. You click on that and you click on it to auto learn. So now I showed you up close how that's done. All you have to do is, it's handy if you got a little battery bank, you can just plug this in, and so you can bring it around to each tire, and you screw this on, then you hit that auto learn, and the numbers will pop up right there, and it'll come on your screen. And it has to be plugged into a tire for it to sync up, because it has to be reading the pressure. But you may be asking yourself, well, why are you hooking it up to your truck tire? Well, this thing is brand spanking new, you know, so we want to make sure this thing is going to work right. So we're going to run a test. We're going to put it up against the truck's tire TPMS, because those are internal, so you can put these, stack them on top of it, and then we're going to check them out head to head and see if they're kind of reading the same thing. We're going to take a drive around and see if the tires heat up. All right, we'll show you one more time real quick. You just take the sensor, screw it on, nice and snug, and then we're going to tap this one right here, hit auto learn, waiting. There we go, that quick. And these back ones are reading 65 PSI and 86 temperature. So we're just gonna go throw on the other 2, and then we're gonna take this thing for a joyride. All right, guys, so we're gonna check this thing out. As you can see here, it's saying 59 in the front and 65 in the rear. 59 in the front, 65 in the rear. And what's nice about this thing too is you can set up a couple different trailers, trailer 1, trailer 2, trailer 3. So you can set up to 3 trailers on there. If you have, you know, a couple different ones, you have options. I want to get on the highway and go a little bit faster to see if these things are doing their job. All right, as you can see, the front tire is already bumped up to 60, and these are showing 60 also. And the rear is just bumped up to 66. And the top one's saying 66, the bottom one's still saying 65. All right, guys, so we're gonna hop on the highway here, but I'm gonna give it a couple miles down the road before we show you the results. All right, I just got off an exit. We're gonna loop back around and make a run back, because I'm gonna see if these temperatures come up a little bit higher before we show the results. So we're pulling off the highway, and I'm going to pull over somewhere and show you the results. All right, guys, so here we have the results. We're showing 65 on the front and 70 in the rear. And then we come up here and we are showing 64 in the front and 69 in the passenger rear and 70 in the driver's rear. But those are pretty accurate, you know, within 1 PSI of each other. So that's not bad. All right, now let's get back to the trailer and we're going to install the booster signal. Well, I'm just gonna top off these tires while I got them and just set them all to 80 PSI. I know they're running a little low last time I checked. We're gonna use our little Hodo air compressor. Already did a video on that, and top them off. We're running 80 PSI, everything's topped off, and we're just going to, see, we already have the TST monitors, so we are just going to slap this right on top of it because we're not going anywhere for now. We're just going to check to see how this works. And if these seem to work well, we'll probably replace these and just use these. And they seem to be working pretty good so far. Hopefully they come with 2 of the signal boosters. Hopefully we only need to use 1. All right guys, got all the TPMS hooked up. What do you know? I don't even need the booster signal. We're not even hooked up to the RV right now. It's way over there. And actually one of the tires isn't reading now, so hopefully this booster will fix that. This little signal booster comes with these little like gator clips, but I don't want these falling off. So we're just gonna put on a couple of terminals and replace that to hook it up. Nice little tug. It's good to go. We'll do the other side. Little tug, not going nowhere. All right, so we're up here in the bay. This is our 12-volt equipment. See, green light came on. It says power. All right, so we just got this mounted right here and the beeping went away, so let's go check it. All right, so the booster seemed to do the trick because it's back working again, just like it's supposed to. All right guys, so I got some final thoughts. This is, just for your reference, this is the 6 and that's the 7, so it's quite a big difference. But the biggest benefit, I guess, of having this is I don't have 2 screens anymore. I don't need one for my tire monitor and one for my backup camera. Now I have 1 screen that does both, and you know, I won't really need this anymore. But I really like the fact, like, well, that's a no-brainer. Why not combine both? It should. Why hasn't anybody done this before? If they have, you know, I don't know about it, but maybe there is one out there that does a backup camera and TPMS, but this thing does both and it's fantastic. It reads accurately. We did put that booster signal in and it worked perfectly. Connected them all right back. The picture on this thing is crystal clear, bright, and as you saw in the previous video we did on the 6 install, that, you know, it was way better than the Furrion that had glazed over. This thing does seem to be superior by far. It's a touchscreen. You can go in there and mess with all the settings, you know, change everything that you want to your liking. I'm not going to go through all that mess. Hopefully you guys got something out of this. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. Shows us you appreciate the content. We're going to leave links for all this stuff down in the description area below in case you want to get some, and we'll keep you updated if we have any issues with this thing. And the only way you're going to find out if we do is if you subscribe, notification bell, all that fancy jazz, and we appreciate it. So hopefully we'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, see you later.